Social Security payment dates could be shifting this October, and millions of seniors are asking the same question: will my check arrive on time? If you depend on your monthly Social Security, SSI, or SSDI benefits, knowing the new schedule is absolutely essential so you can plan your bills, groceries, and other expenses without stress. In today's update, we'll walk you through exactly what changes are being discussed, the new proposed schedule for October payments, and how these updates might affect you. We'll also explain which groups of beneficiaries could see earlier or later deposits, and what steps you can take now to avoid confusion when these changes roll out. Before we get into the full details, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update that could impact your benefits and your wallet. Picture this: you're sitting at your kitchen table planning your monthly expenses, and suddenly you realize your Social Security payment isn't arriving on the usual date. Scary thought, right? That's exactly why I created this video, to make sure you're prepared and informed about these important changes that could affect your financial planning. Let's start with the basics. The Social Security Administration, SSA, has been using the same payment schedule for years, but growing numbers of beneficiaries and technological advances have prompted them to streamline their distribution system. But what does this mean for you? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. You might be wondering, why are they changing the schedule now? The answer lies in the SSA's efforts to modernize their systems and improve efficiency. With over 65 million Americans receiving Social Security benefits, the administration needs to ensure smooth, timely payments while reducing the strain on their processing systems. But don't worry, these changes aren't designed to delay your benefits. They're actually meant to make the whole process more reliable. Here's something that might surprise you. Did you know that the current payment schedule was established back in 1997? That's right, we've been using a system that's older than some of our viewers. Technology has come a long way since then, and these new changes reflect the need to adapt to our digital age. Now, let's talk about what's actually changing. If you currently receive your payment on the 3rd of the month, you'll continue to do so. This group includes those who started receiving benefits before May 1997 and those receiving both Social Security and SI benefits. But for everyone else, pay close attention, because this is where things get interesting. Currently, if your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th of the month, you receive your benefits on the 2nd Wednesday. If it's between the 11th and 20th, you get paid on the 3rd Wednesday. And if it's between the 21st and 31st, you receive your payment on the 4th Wednesday. But starting this October, there's going to be a slight shift in this schedule. You might be thinking, will this affect my Medicare premiums or other deductions? Don't worry, while the payment dates are changing, the way your benefits are calculated and any automatic deductions will remain exactly the same. This is purely a scheduling change. Let me share something fascinating. The SSA processes over $1 trillion in payments annually. That's more than the GDP of many countries. With such massive responsibility, even small changes in the payment schedule can have significant impacts on their processing systems. The new schedule introduces a more balanced distribution of payments throughout the month. Instead of concentrating payments on Wednesdays, the new system will spread them across different days of the week. This change helps prevent system overloads and ensures more consistent processing times. For those born between the 1st and 10th of the month, your payments will now arrive on the 1st Tuesday of each month. If your birthday falls between the 11th and 20th, expect your payment on the 2nd Thursday. And for those born between the 21st and 31st, payments will come on the 3rd Monday. But here's a crucial detail many people miss. These changes won't take effect all at once. The SSA is implementing them gradually over 3 months to ensure a smooth transition. October will see the first group transition to their new payment date, followed by the second group in November, and the final group in December. You might be wondering, what happens if my payment date falls on a federal holiday? Good question. In such cases, you'll receive your payment on the previous business day. This policy remains unchanged from the current system. Here's another important point. Direct deposit remains the fastest and most secure way to receive your benefits. If you haven't switched to direct deposit yet, now might be the perfect time to consider it. With these schedule changes, having your payment automatically deposited into your account will help you avoid any potential delays. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: how these changes might affect your automatic bill payments. If you've set up automatic payments based on your current Social Security payment schedule, you'll need to review and possibly adjust these arrangements to align with your new payment date. Many of you might be concerned about potential gaps between payments during the transition period. Rest assured, the SSA has planned for this. They're implementing measures to ensure no one experiences an unusually long wait between payments during the switchover to the new schedule. Here's a tip that could save you some stress. Mark your calendar with both your current and new payment dates during the transition period. This will help you keep track of when to expect your payments and plan your expenses accordingly. Something else to consider: if you receive other benefits, such as SSI, these changes won't affect those payment schedules. SSI payments will continue to arrive on the first of each month or the previous business day if the first falls on a weekend or holiday. Communication is key during this transition, and the SSA will be sending notices to all beneficiaries about their specific new payment dates. Keep an eye on your mail and don't throw away any letters from the Social Security Administration without reading them carefully. Here's an interesting fact: the SSA's decision to spread payments across different days of the week isn't just about processing efficiency. It also helps reduce peak loads on banking systems and can lead to faster processing of deposits across the board. You might be wondering about emergency situations or hardships during this transition period. The SSA has procedures in place for emergency payments if you experience severe financial hardship. However, these are evaluated on a case-by-case basis and should only be requested in genuine emergencies. Let's address another common concern. What if you share household expenses with someone else who receives Social Security benefit? If you both have different birthdays, you might end up with different payment dates under the new schedule. This could require some additional planning for household budgeting. Security is always a top priority, and with any system change, there's always a risk of scammers trying to take advantage of the situation. Remember, the SSA will never call you asking for personal information about these schedule changes. All official communication will come through mail, and you can always verify information by calling the SSA directly or checking their official website. One aspect that's particularly important for our international viewers: if you receive Social Security benefits while living abroad, these schedule changes will affect you too. The same new payment dates will apply, although international transfer times may vary depending on your bank and country. Planning ahead is crucial during this transition. Consider building a small buffer in your budget if possible, just to help smooth out any timing differences between your old and new payment date. Think of it as creating a financial cushion for peace of mind. Here's something positive to consider. Once these changes are fully implemented, the more balanced distribution of payment processing could lead to fewer system delays and more reliable payment delivery overall. Sometimes short-term adjustments lead to long-term improvements. As we wrap up this comprehensive guide to the Social Security payment schedule changes, remember that staying informed is your best defense against any potential confusion or disruption. Keep this video handy as a reference and don't forget to share it with friends and family who might also be affected by these changes. And speaking of staying informed, if you found this information helpful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We're committed to bringing you the latest updates on Social Security, retirement planning, and financial security. Hit that notification bell to ensure you never miss our upcoming videos about important changes that could affect your benefits. Remember, change can be challenging, but being prepared makes all the difference. Keep an eye on your mail for official notices, mark your calendar with the new dates, and don't hesitate to contact the Social Security Administration if you have specific questions about your situation. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video where we'll tackle more important topics about securing your financial future. Stay tuned, stay informed, and most importantly, stay prepared.